Hey Hofstra fans, it's time once again for the WB Mason Coaches Report. I'm Rob Joyce, joined as always by the head coach of Hofstra softball, Bill Edwards. Coach, how are you?
I'm doing well.
Well, no reason to be upset. The team went 4-1 in the opening weekend of the year down in Tampa. What are your thoughts on the 5 games?
Could not have played any better. Played absolutely with great energy, great enthusiasm. Didn't make an error the whole weekend. How good is that? I mean, that's like professional baseball, you know. The kids played absolutely tremendous. So proud of them.
Yeah, well, we'll start with the defense then, since you referenced it, no errors in the weekend, and especially when last year you could rely on 10, 12, sometimes even a couple more strikeouts a game. This year, not so much. So is that kind of a testament to the defense?
Yeah, and you know, we want our pitchers to keep the ball in the park so we can make plays. We've worked so hard on the individual techniques of ground balls, fly balls, and throw and catch, you know, all of our fundamentals. But then to see it come together, to see all the hard work that the team has put in to our defense, knowing that we're not going to get the 10, 11 strikeouts, knowing that we're going to be pitching to contact, knowing that the ball is going to be put into play, and then to see, you know, see the team make all the routine plays, and a routine play obviously is a play that's completed successfully. To see them do all the routine plays, and then there were some spectacular plays that they made, which really enhanced the defense even more.
We'll start with the pitching. 2 new players get the bulk of the work. Morgan Lashley, what did you see from her?
Just real consistent, hitting her spots, making the big pitch when she had to make it. Runners in scoring position, 2-1 count, 3-2 count. The ability to make that big pitch, put the ball in play, pitching to contact, and also getting a key strikeout here and there. You know, you don't have to get a lot of strikeouts, but you have to get some key ones. But she just hit her spots, and when you hit your spots and you have Larissa Anderson calling the game, that's all you have to do, because we can set up hitters and, you know, change pace a little bit and, you know, work them out and in, up and down, and then get the ball in play, and we'll make the play.
And what about Taylor Perrone?
Just change up. You know, I mean, everybody in the country knows that, you know, she just throws her change up, but she throws it, you know, with such consistency that she's tough to gauge. You know, she's continually changing pace, and when you change pace, the hitters are off balance. You don't have to be overpowering. You have to get into the hitter's head, which is what she did, expecting a changeup and then getting a fastball. So she really kept them off balance again. Larissa called a great game and kept the ball in the park.
And you choose to go with the 2 slappers at the top of the order, Rachel Senator and Chloe Fitzgerald. Given that if you get one of them out, let alone both of them, then you have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's pretty blunt. 8, 9.
You know, I mean, we go all the way through. A lot of coaches will put one slapper at 1 and another slapper at 9, and I'm saying we got 2 great slappers here, and then we just hit. So if we can get one of those slappers on, as you said, if we get both of them on, there's so much we can do right out of the gate. You know, and a lot of people want to turn the order back over to their best hitter in the 2 spot. Well, we have 2 slappers that have tremendous on-base percentage and have tremendous hitting percentage. If we get it to number 3 with one of those 2 getting on, just like you said, and then we go 3, 4, 5, you know, we're going to hit a little bit. So it's fun to watch. I sit back at third base now and give a bunch of phony signs because they don't mean anything, because we're going to be swinging away.
And Maggie Hawkins last year was at the bottom third of the order, 7th, I think, for most of the year. This year, move her up to the middle, and certainly a nice opening weekend, hit over 400. Has she really seen the ball well early on?
Seen it very well, hitting it where it's pitched. You know, she hit a home run in center field. She drives the ball to the right side between the 3-4 hole, throw her inside. She'll hit it through the 5-6 hole. She's really seeing the ball well. She's on time. She's a freak, you know, and you know, we call her that, and you know, with tremendous confidence and affection. She's just a great player, or going to be a great player.
And Kim Smith, your third baseman for the full weekend. How do you think she handled both hitting and then handling the hot corner?
Yeah, you know, she's the new player in the infield, so we have to get on her a little bit to keep her in the game. But she made a couple phenomenal plays at third base. It was really great to, you know, see her make those plays. She makes them in practice all the time. And playing that hot corner, I mean, you get one shot at it, and she's had one shot a couple times and has really successfully completed it. So we're excited about the way that she's playing.
And you had a pair of freshmen get a little bit of action over the weekend. What did you think from that?
Love the way Michaela came in, take over for Becca. Becca, has a little ankle, injury that she's dealing with, and she'll be ready for this weekend. But to see her come in and then be tested right away, real hard shot right at her and just came up with the big play with runners in scoring position. So seeing her defensively was great, and she gets up and knocks in a couple runs. So, I mean, who's better than me right now with players like that? You know, I mean, it is pretty cool.
And as a team, very patient at the plate this weekend. You drew almost 6 walks a game. I mean, was it just pitches were they that wild, or was it nice patience?
We're learning to command the strike zone rather than defend the strike zone. When you command the strike zone, you can take those borderline pitches to find out what the umpire's zone is, and we were very patient at the plate. We know what pitch we're looking for. Each hitter is looking for a different pitch. They know what they're looking for. If they don't get it, they're able to work the count in their favor so that they finally get a pitch in that at-bat that they can get a good swing at. And that's pretty much what we're doing.
And then you also had 8 stolen bases on the weekend by a couple of different people. Last year, I think you had only 3-4 times more of that throughout the entire 50-plus game season. So is that something you're trying to preach this year, be a little more aggressive?
Definitely. You know, we have athletes in our lineup, which is what we recruit, and we have athletes that can run, and we worked very hard on our base running. We also did some great base running things with our trail runners getting into scoring position. The ball goes to the lead runner, and our trail runner was moving up very well all weekend long. And every now and then we'll sneak steal them. You know, we'll see a pitcher that is thrown inside, and the catcher might not be able to handle the inside pitch as well as she handles the outside pitch. We also see little things going on during the course of a game where we might be able to sneak steal. I told the team, I said, we stole more bases this weekend than we stole in 3 years here, you know. But that's sort of what we can do now. So we can run more. We have hitters that can get on base. We have hitters that are going to drive in runs. So I think that we're able to maybe steal a base here to get them into scoring position, which is what we did.
And this weekend you go back down to Florida. 4 teams: Eastern Michigan, Florida Gulf Coast, Bethune-Cookman, and Michigan State. Another pretty good crop of lineup.
Yeah, it's a great preseason for us. You know, we're going to work our way into our conference schedule, and the teams that we're playing are really teams that are going to get us ready for that. So we're excited to play again.
And what does it show for the program? A couple of years ago, a tough non-conference, you start 0-9. Last year, you win a couple of games early on, and here you already have 4 wins through 1 weekend.
You know, every year is different, and some teams just come together quickly. We have great leadership this year. You know, we have 2 fifth-year players out there up the middle in key positions. And a lot of our team, just follows their leadership and the way they handle themselves on the field and off the field. And we're just very confident now. We know what we can do. The confidence that is displayed by our seniors and our sophomores, as I told you before, are playing like juniors because they were such a tremendous freshman class. So everything is gelling early in the season. The thing that scares me is it gels too early, and then some of the games that we're winning now with the key hits and the good pitching, we may not get later on. So we have to keep looking at our team and keep playing at the same level that we're playing at.
Well, we're at the wave so far. Good luck this weekend down in Florida once again, Coach.
Thanks so much.
Hofstra takes on 4 teams down in Florida this weekend. You can check out GoHofstra.com for all your game information and box scores. I'm Rob Joyce. Thanks, Hofstra fans, for tuning in to the WV Mason Coaches Report with Bill Edwards.